Hey everyone, Human Shield 1991 back again with another video. This go around we're having a Pokemon Showdown Generation 2 Random Battles episode. This is going to be episode 4 in the series. The prior episodes can be seen in a playlist that's in the description below, so if you haven't already checked them out, go ahead. Now, unlike with a Nuzlocke, the Pokemon Blue Nuzlocke for example, you don't need to see the prior episodes, so you can dive in at any point with this. But, if you enjoy it or you want to check out other ones, it can be fun to look into. I also currently have series for Generation 1 and Generation 3. So again, I have those playlists in the description. So everything you want to see is nice and neatly organized. Other than that, if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to find our way to 30 subscribers. That's our next short-term goal. We're sitting at about 27, I believe, as I record this. So we're on our way. We're getting closer. And if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. It'll keep you up to date on any video I get. But if you want to stay especially up to date, follow me on Twitter at HumanShield1991 because sometimes YouTube it doesn't send notifications or things can get cluttered. It's a good way of staying up to date on every video I post because I post them all to Twitter every time. And also for future plans or just general banter. Other than that, if you enjoy the video, hit a thumbs up, leave some comments. It could be on strategy, it could be on Pokemon in the video. Really, it can be just about anything, If you just want to talk, go for that too. But beyond that, I think that covers everything. Yeah, that should cover everything. So beyond that, let's just get going and get this battle started. Again, this is Pokemon Showdown Generation 2. So we're going into the Johto region once again. So let's get going. Now, for those who don't use Pokemon Showdown, I definitely recommend it. It's free to play. It's pretty fun. Especially for those who Switch or something like that they're battling. It's a good way to battle all sorts of generations. So as you can see, we got started here with Gyarados and Hitmontop. For reference, I try to do 1 to 2 battles per video. This ended up just being one battle because it went fairly long. And as you can see, we were able to read the switch pretty easily. And we had Gligar, which is great because underrated Pokemon, definitely underused. Certainly by me, it's underused. And then I was able to get the leftovers, which is huge too. So now at this point, I was kind of just scoping out my team, deciding strategy, because now I've seen a third of his already. I ended up switching out to Crusola, and it went okay. But unfortunately, the Toxic missed, and they got another big EQ, which is less than ideal. But the Toxic eventually hit Snorlax, which is good, because Snorlax is just so bulky. Sometimes you just need that. You need that Toxic to whittle it down. I didn't like having to sacrifice Corsola for that, but so I swapped one and I was kind of just deciding what I wanted to do. I knew their Earthquake wouldn't hit, and this was kind of a strange battle. They made some occasionally odd decisions. It could just be not paying enough attention. I'm not entirely sure, but oh well. They could just not have known what the Pokemon's typing was, or that's the thing with random battles. It's all sorts of players from different skill levels. I don't consider myself to be a competitive player by any means, but I play enough where at least I don't make as many silly mistakes, although I make plenty of them, trust me. So, but at the same time, you get someone completely new to the game. And that's part of the fun of it too. And of course, the random teams. So at this point, I didn't know what to do because I really didn't want to lose them, especially with the Jolteon still around. But I didn't really have an answer at this point. Unfortunately, they were able to take me out, and that was less than ideal, but I still had a pretty good crew. So I sent out Dugtrio at this point just because I know Dugtrio is faster, so I could take it out without having to worry. The Rock Slide took Fearow down, and Fearow's a cool Pokemon. I definitely think Fearow's an underrated Pokemon. Not that the moveset necessarily lends itself well. Next, Omastar came out. Another cool Pokemon. Obviously, I read the water move and I swapped out. Now, that did way more damage than I was expecting, but unfortunately, so did their hidden power. I don't know if it was an ice or something, but it was definitely very, very effective. Thankfully, the second Hydro Pump hit and Omastar went down. Do you say Omastar or Amastar? Do you say Omanite or Ammonite? Let me know in the comment section. I know people pronunciate different Pokemon different ways. Some of them are just mind-blowing to me, but some I can understand the difficulty. Anyway, at this point, I was attacking, hit big double edge while resting. Now, my fear here was that Snorlax was going to rest, so I was hoping I would be able to hit it. Because if it rests at this point, it's just going to be full health and lose the Toxic, which would be most unfortunate. Additionally, our opponents were starting to take a while to choose their moves, but unfortunately, I did rest again with Sleep Talk, but they kept going with Earthquake, and I don't know why. As a flying type, I couldn't understand it. The Toxic took them out. I don't know if they didn't have rest. I feel like they had to have had rest, but I don't know if they didn't. But ultimately, I don't know why they didn't. It was just high jump kick from Hitmontop, which doesn't do much to us thanks to the resistance. Another one. I mean, it does okay damage, but with leftovers and whatnot, it just doesn't do that much. At this point, I was just waiting to wake up. And thankfully, I did, and I went for a big Hydro Pump, and it did far less than I was expecting. It did a disappointing amount of damage. I'm not really sure if Hitmontop is especially defensive or something. I certainly never thought of him that way, but maybe he is. I don't know. So at this point, we're just doing essentially chip damage, just whittling each other down. But unfortunately, he is getting ahead on me. But I do have a rest that I can use, so that helps. Now, what surprised me is he kept hitting high jump kick, and I swear high jump kick doesn't have 100% accuracy. So I'm not sure why he didn't crash at all. Either way, I had another big Hydro Pump, but then he came with the rest of his own. I swear every Pokemon in the early generations have rest, though. Every single one. Maybe not literally every single one, but a large portion of them. It's crazy. Anyway, he started cursing up, and I definitely was starting to get worried, because I mostly had physical attackers, and I wasn't sure how to do damage to him. And then he did a high jump kick, which just did crazy damage to Dugtrio. Not that Dugtrio doesn't necessarily take much of a hit anyway, but still, I expected a little better than that. I tried to Screech at this point, just hoping that he wouldn't end up hitting me and I could lower that defense a little bit, but I didn't really know what to do. I did go for a Sludge Bomb, hoping to get the poison. I didn't, and the high jump kick took me out. Now I send in Mewtwo, and the one good thing about Mewtwo is the Psychic ability. Or not the one good thing, there's a million good things about Mewtwo. But surprisingly, he lived it. I couldn't believe it. Thankfully, he wasn't living too, so bye-bye Hitmontop. Sent Jolteon back out, and trusted Jolteon was not going to be able to survive much at this point. The Thunderbolt did do pretty solid damage. Thankfully, it didn't get the paralysis, and I was able to heal up a little bit, and the next one was going to be able to take it out. And at this point, it was definitely working in our favor, but then he sent out Scyther, and I did not want to mess with Scyther. I was going to do a little bit just to paralyze it, because at this point, you just want to slow it down. But unfortunately, it didn't work out how I hoped. Surprisingly, he went for a wing attack instead of the bug move. I don't know if he just didn't have a bug move, or if he thought I was going to swap. But either way, next I would send out Heracross, and hoping to do big damage with Mega Horn. It didn't really do that much, and wing attack white mantle. So I don't know why I thought Mega Horn would do more than it did. It was kind of just a flawed premise to begin with. While sleep talking, I hit rest, which is very annoying. In future generations, the sleep talk and rest work the same way. Can you still rest again? I don't know. I didn't see myself waking up, so I wasted that turn, but thankfully they got paralyzed, and I went for a big Hydro Pump, which did do good damage. They went for a wing attack again, which didn't do much to me, and the next Hydro Pump almost took him out. The next wing attack got me low too, and this one came right down to the wire. I was quicker. I should have gone with a different move, because Hydro Pump could have missed, but thankfully it didn't, and we picked up the win. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, I did only do one battle this time, because that one took quite a while. I think we're almost 10 minutes into the video. So, that goes to show you just how competitive some battles can be, even when they make some silly decisions. Just we all make them. If you check some of the videos I made some pretty poor ones. But yeah, so in the end, that was a pretty good battle. I don't think I did particularly good, but I did enough to win, and hey, that works for me. I was kind of surprised. I've been winning a decent amount, more than I've been losing, and I haven't been playing off screen, so it's not like I'm only showing you my wins or anything silly like that. As you can tell by the few times I have lost, and you can always check the score. You know, the only time the score should be different is if it gets reset by accident, or if, for example, one time I did a battle that I didn't show you guys because I thought I was recording, I wasn't, and I just quit. Which was kind of lame. I probably should have quit because nobody likes to be in a battle where someone quits, but I just wanted to hurry up and record. Anyway, that is the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, hit a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Just what are your thoughts on some of the Pokemon? Whether it's Gligar, whether it's Hitmontop, some of the Gen 2 Pokemon we saw, or some of the Gen 1 Pokemon. If you don't already, follow me on Twitter at HumanShield1991. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do so. We'll be bringing a lot of Showdown content. We'll be bringing plenty of Nuzlocks. And I'm debating future series discussing, you know, different topics such as my take on regional forms, my thoughts on different Pokemon, my thoughts on the national decks, all that stuff. So I don't know if anybody would care about that or if it's worth doing. But if it is something you're interested in, let me know in the comment section down below too. But that's going to wrap things up. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe, comment, and